The Galaxy S22 Ultra might be the best phone that money can buy right now, but the best also comes big. So I'm sure many people out there love big phones, but there's also a significant chunk of audience that still prefer to have that best flagship experience in a compact form factor. For those people, there's the Galaxy S22 5G. Hello everyone, I'm Aniyava Mr. Phone and welcome to my full review of the Samsung Galaxy S22 5G. Now, before we get rolling, consider hitting that red subscribe button for detailed tech videos and also turn on the bell so that you don't miss any of our latest updates. Now, let's get started. Starting with the obvious and what I feel is the only drawback of the Galaxy S22 5G is its average battery life. So the Galaxy S22 comes with a modest 3700 mAh battery under the hood, and by no means I'm saying that you don't get decent endurance on this phone. It's just that there's only so much you can do with a phone that offers a flagship experience without compromising on the ergonomics and form factor. And so the battery life on the S22 in my usage has been okayish. I mean, I won't call it the best, but it is certainly not the worst considering the 3700 mAh cell that you get inside this smartphone. And by the way, this phone did surprisingly used to last me one full day on a single charge with about 5 hours of screen on time consistently, given I did not play games. See, even on days when I tested the camera of the S22, say when I used the camera for over an hour or so in a full day, even in those times, the S22 did last me a full day on a single charge. But on days where the testing involved playing long sessions of games is when I noticed that the battery life does take a significant hit, so much so that you will need charging top-ups in between the day. Now there's also a Galaxy S22 Plus, and the couple of major differences between the S22 Plus and the regular S22 are the larger screen and the bigger battery in the Plus model. But apart from that, both the S22 and the S22 Plus are the same in almost every other aspect. So do keep watching this video until the end so that you can know who should buy the S22 Plus, if not the Galaxy S22. And now let's continue by talking about the gem of a flagship the Galaxy S22 is and why you should get one. Design-wise, at first glance, the Galaxy S22 does look similar to the S21, but take the Galaxy S22 in your hand and you start noticing the changes. So gone are the curved back and the slightly raised front glass, as you now get flat Gorilla Glass Victus Plus protected panels on both the front and back. Yes, the back is no more polycarbonate. And along with that, the color of the camera module also matches the device's color, unlike last year's models. Additionally, the rear panel comes with Samsung's tried and tested frosted matte treatment, which looks super premium and gives the satin soft feel in the hand. Now pair this design with a lightweight compact form factor and I can assure you that the Galaxy S22 is one of the most pleasing to operate with one hand comfortably. Otherwise, in terms of build, the phone feels solid in the hand. I felt that the reachability to the side buttons is just perfect, plus the tactile feedback that you get here is great. The ultrasonic fingerprint reader is fast, accurate and reliable. For the haptics, again on par with the S22 Ultra, which as I noted is not as powerful as the S21 series, but still one of the best that you can get on a flagship smartphone. Apart from this, in terms of connectivity, you get rock solid Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connections. Call quality is great, you get loud and clear output in the phone's earpiece, and the proximity sensor works like a charm, so no complaints there as well. Finally, there's 5G of course, and the phone also comes with 4G carrier aggregation for better receptions in areas with dodgy connectivity. Moving on, let's talk about the gorgeous 6.1-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display up front. So this is a full HD plus panel with an adaptive 120Hz refresh rate, and while it is not as bright as the 1750 nits display on the S22 Ultra, at least on paper, the 1300 nits peak brightness in the real world ensures that sunlight legibility wouldn't be a problem at all, even on the brightest of days. And along with top-notch brightness, there is a ton of bells and whistles that you get here on the S22's display, like HDR10 support, a vision booster that automatically enhances the brightness in a video along with maintaining the blacks, the color and the contrast in a scene, Speaking of which, content consumption is a visual treat on the Galaxy S22's display. I mean, calling this a bright and vivid panel is an understatement as it is that damn good. But even quality aside, Samsung has paid good attention to detail with the symmetry of the bezels. I mean, be it the chin or the top bezel or the side bezels, everything is in equal symmetry and the bezels themselves are very slim. So this deserves full marks. However, coming back to enjoying the content on the screen, well, videos and games are also complemented well by the superb sounding stereo speakers. Moving on, the Galaxy S22 offers you the same One UI 4.1 experience atop Android 12 with 4 years of guaranteed OS upgrades and 5 years of security patches, and the One UI software experience is more or less the same as I found on the Galaxy S22 Ultra, of course minus the S Pen functionality. So overall, One UI is every bit smooth and fluid on the Galaxy S22 as well, just like it was on the Ultra model, and of course you get all the features here. So if you want to know more about my One UI experience on the latest Galaxy S22 series, then definitely check out my full review of the Galaxy S22 Ultra appearing in the card above. And with that said, now let's talk about the hardware and performance. Similar to the S22 Ultra, the Galaxy S22 is also powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset coupled with 8GB LPDDR5 RAM along with either 128GB or 256GB of UFS 3.1 storage. And what this hardware basically means is that don't let the size of the Galaxy S22 fool you, because it is every bit powerful, smooth and responsive as the bigger S22 Ultra. Of course, the RAM is slightly lesser here, but RAM management on a whole in One UI has been really great, something that I also noted in my S22 Ultra review. Apart from this, app opening times have been fast, general operation is buttery smooth, thermal management is also good, and I think the phone holds up very well even on the hottest days here in Delhi. And trust me guys, even while playing long sessions of Call of Duty, the most that I could feel on this phone getting heated was the frame. That too, it was slightly warm and not even alarming hot. So that is great. And speaking of games, handling heavy titles such as Genshin Impact or BGMI or the likes was also a piece of cake for the Galaxy S22, although I will point out that for gaming, I do prefer the S22 Ultra's screen since it is a larger canvas. But what do you guys prefer? Like me, do you also like a large screen for gaming, or are you okay with a 6.1-inch screen? Let me know in the comments. Finally, let's talk about the camera, and what you get here are 3 lenses at the rear versus the 4 found on the S22 Ultra. So there's a main 50 megapixel OIS lens paired with a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera and a 10 megapixel telephoto lens with 3x optical zoom. The front is graced by a 10 megapixel selfie snapper situated in a center aligned tiny hole punch. So in terms of quality and performance, well, there's no beating around the bush that the S22 Ultra is the best and the most versatile camera that you can get on any smartphone right now. But the regular S22 and the S22 Plus are also no slouches. I think in terms of picture quality, the Galaxy S22 is able to produce some crisp looking shots with excellent level of detail and wide dynamic range. Of course, the colors in the photos do look vivid and they simply pop, but I feel this is the best that Samsung has been able to achieve in terms of color tuning. I mean, you take photos and you don't need to edit them. That's the quality you get with the S22's camera system. Otherwise, in terms of technicalities, HDR performance has been reliable, portrait mode shots come out with superb edge detection, and the amount of blur in photos also looks pretty dope. Color disparity across the 3 lenses also remains a bare minimum, which is great. Apart from this, the night photos are once again very good, bright looking shots with good amount of detail, in fact in very low light situations. I also loved how the S22 never really crunches the shadows in a photo most of the times, and so overall great results at night. Now coming to the front camera, the 10 megapixel snapper does a very good job in separating the subject from the background. The skin tones in photos also look very balanced and definitely not on the warmer side, something that the iPhone cameras usually tend to do. Now in terms of video recording, just like the elder sibling, you get 8K video recording on this camera as well. But as I noted in my S22 review as well, my go-tos have been the 4K and 1080p videos. and the S22's camera delivers through and through. Of course, the videos come out sharp and colorful, but I have to give a special shout out to the stabilization on offer here, and for that matter, even the pans and movements while shooting videos has been one of the best on a Samsung smartphone or on any flagship smartphone on the market right now. And now it is time for the verdict. So who should buy the Galaxy S22 5G? Well, first up, if you're an enthusiast and you want the best of the best flagship phone experience, and of course the budget is no concern for you, in that case the obvious choice for you has to be the Galaxy S22 Ultra 5G. However, not everyone would be willing to buy the Galaxy S22 Ultra, especially given its steep price tag. So in that case, if you're someone who wants the best flagship experience at a relatively lower price, a compact form factor, and basically without zero compromises, in that case you should definitely buy the Galaxy S22. Now, for those who still want this flagship grade experience along with a larger display, better battery life than the Galaxy S22, but without the steep price tag of the S22 Ultra, and they can also make do without the S Pen, those people should definitely consider the Galaxy S22 Plus. So as I just mentioned, the Galaxy S22 Ultra might not be everyone's cup of tea, and for those people, the Galaxy S22 and the S22 Plus will be the perfect default Android flagships of 2022. So guys, that was my review of the Samsung Galaxy S22. Catch you around on the other side. Thank you for watching.